The Pathless is not your traditional style game. It doesn't give you quests or markers for where to go or what to do. It has very simple tutorials that give you the basics and then set you free to explore the world and play the game at your own pace. This is a really cool idea and an absolutely wonderful game, however it can make getting some of the trophies a little frustrating as you may not even know certain mechanics exist in the game. While some of the trophies are very easy or you'll come by them naturally while playing, I wanted to highlight a few here that I thought might be helpful for anyone looking to get the Platinum trophy in the Pathless, as well as some basic tips and tricks to hopefully make your time easier in the game. I've put the timestamp to each section or trophy in the description down below, so if there's something specific you're looking for, hopefully that will help you find it faster. Alright, let's get into it. First and foremost, the most important thing I learned and figured out in the Pathless is how to properly use the Spirit Mask. This is an ability you get very early on in the game, and while it explains that you can use it to find paths where there would be none, it doesn't explain that you can use it as a very basic guide to finding everything else you need in the game. When you activate the Spirit Mask, the world looks different and you'll notice a pulse being sent out starting from your body, then reaching far off into the distance. This pulse actually highlights areas of interest that you want to go to. The world will turn blue, and as the pulse expands out, areas with secrets hidden will radiate red. This means you can very easily use the Spirit Vision as a guide of sorts to help you find everything in the world. If you ever find yourself lost or missing something, find a high place and activate Spirit Vision. Slowly pan the camera around and look for any area that is highlighted red. Now, it is important to note, the areas only flash red for a moment, they don't stay highlighted red, so I found you do need to pick a direction, watch the pulse go out, then if you don't find anything, look a different direction, watch the pulse again. It also does not reach as far as the eyes can see, so you may have to move around and use the Spirit Vision again. Another thing to note with the Spirit Vision and going to each location, Spirit Vision will also highlight any of the Pathfinder tales in yellow. You need to read every one of these tales to unlock the Pathfinder's Tale trophy. None of them are hidden away in a place you wouldn't visit anyways to get any of the other collectibles, so just make sure you're exploring each area thoroughly and reading every stone tablet as you come across them. If you miss any, it would be very difficult to go back and find them all again. The next tip is actually tied to a trophy that I didn't discover until late in the game. Another mechanic that I don't believe was ever explained, or if it was, I somehow glazed over, is that you can perform a skill shot by filling up exactly half of the target, not the whole thing. While this can be challenging to get the timing correct, it will provide you with a slightly larger boost. The trophy skill shot master asks you to chain 10 skill shots in a row. While this sounds difficult, there is no time limit to it, so you can take your time to line up your shots and just keep trying until you get the trophy. Just go from one target to the next and get the skill shot on each to unlock the trophy. The next trophy that was a little trickier to get was the Forest Whisperer. To get this trophy, you must run with 6 animals. I thought this sounded really easy, and I was getting really frustrated near the beginning of the game as I couldn't figure it out. Later on, I realized almost by accident, as you're running on the ground, if you run into or over top of an animal that is also running, you'll see a little white pulse. This indicates you've made some kind of bond with that animal and they will run with you. I'm not sure if you have to have cleared the corruption from the area already before doing this, as I had already beaten the boss of the level when I got it, but simply run around, brush up against 6 animals to get this trophy. Another simple one, River Rider, needs you to simply drift 300 meters down a river. I was able to complete this one early on, and really the only thing you need to know with this one is once you're in the water, don't move. Let the current take you, and as long as you find a body of water long enough, you'll get this trophy to pop. The trophy Epic Flight sounds really daunting when you first read it. Fly over a minute without touching an updraft? If you've played the game at all, you'll know in the early stages, just keeping yourself in the air for 10 seconds can be difficult, so I thought doing this one might be really hard. Truth be told, you'll probably complete this one later on in the game. As you progress through each area, you get more wing flaps with your bird, which allows you to go higher, and each stage is higher than the last. Once you've reached the second or third stage, you can simply jump off the edge back towards the lower levels and keep gliding. Make sure not to touch any of the tornadoes that help lift you up, and you'll easily complete this trophy. The last tip and trophy I'll talk about in this video is Gifts of the Tall Ones. To unlock this, you need to get the gift from each spirit. Once you cleanse each level and beat its boss, you'll find that you may have extra golden tablets. In the place where you beat the boss will now be a new stone tablet you can place these extra golden pieces in, and if you collect all of them, you'll summon the spirit, chase them down, and they'll give you an extra special ability. And trust me, you want these abilities as they make the rest of the game even more fun. So I would recommend, after beating the boss of a level, don't progress until you visit all the locations and collect all the golden tiles, upgrade pieces, and read each piece of lore. Then you can return here before moving on to get your new power. Alright, I really do hope that was helpful. I really loved playing this game and would love to hear what you think of it. If there are any specific questions or trophies you're having difficulty with, leave a comment down below and I'd be happy to help. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks again for watching. And as always, happy gaming.